learner, thank you for choosing our IELTS course series, and welcome. My name is Daisy, and I'm excited to guide you through your IELTS preparation journey. Whether you're aiming for a high band score or just getting started, you're in the right place. Today, we'll explore key strategies, tips, and insights to help you excel in your IELTS exam. So let's dive in and get you one step closer to achieving your goals. This is the very first video, and in this video, we will understand what IELTS is all about, the different types of modules, and how and when you should take the IELTS test. IELTS is an international English language testing system. The main purpose of IELTS is to check your English proficiency. This is essential because if you plan to settle abroad, the test will evaluate whether you can adapt to the lifestyle there, where most communication happens in English. So, IELTS is an English proficiency test to see if you can settle abroad or not. That's why it is called a proficiency test. Now, to understand the structure of IELTS, there are two types of skills we need to understand: receptive skills and productive skills. Receptive skills refer to your ability to understand when answers are given, and you use strategies to find those answers. Productive skills, as the name suggests, involve generating answers, meaning when you have to come up with ideas, your productive skills are at play. Based on this, receptive skills are used in two modules: listening and reading. Productive skills are used in two modules: writing and speaking. Before we understand the modules, let's first understand which IELTS test you need to take and when. Now, IELTS has two major categories. The first is General IELTS, and the next is Academic IELTS. As the name suggests, if you are applying for a study visa, you will take the Academic IELTS. If you are going for PR, permanent residency, or job purposes, you will take the General IELTS. I'm explaining this difference because many students make mistakes here. They start preparing for the test, but do not understand whether to take General IELTS or Academic IELTS. The curriculum for both is different. Although not vastly different, there are some distinctions. For example, in Academic IELTS, your writing task 1 involves report writing, whereas in General IELTS, it involves letter writing. If you practice report writing, it won't be helpful for the general test. So it's crucial to understand whether you need to take General or Academic IELTS. To summarize, if you're going abroad to study or getting admission to a college or university, you will take the Academic IELTS. If you're going for PR, a job, or permanent settlement, you will take the General IELTS. Now, let's see the modules differences. In both General and Academic IELTS, the same 4 modules are covered: writing, reading, listening, and speaking. In writing, I already mentioned the difference. Task 1 in Academic involves report writing, while in General, it involves letter writing. In reading, you will encounter unseen passages that you need to solve. In listening, an audio will play, and you'll have to answer questions based on it. In speaking, there are 3 parts: Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Part 1 is the introduction round, where all the questions will be about you. Every question will contain the word you, meaning you need to answer every question in detail and promptly because all questions are about you. If you take too long, the examiner might think you have memorized the answers, which would be a mistake. Part 2 is the cue card round, where you'll be given a situation-based question that you need to elaborate on. Part 3 is the discussion round, which always involves at least 2 people. Both you and the examiner will participate. Understanding speaking is very important because the major band deductions happen in this module. I'll share tips and strategies on how to excel in speaking in detailed videos, but for now, I want you to have a clear structure of what the IELTS format is. Now, let's see the band parameters of your writing module. Task response. This means answering the question fully and correctly. If you miss any part of the question or answer it incorrectly, your band score will be reduced. For example, if you forget to state your opinion in writing task 2, Or if you write about college-going students instead of school-going children, your ideas, vocabulary, and grammar might not match the required context, leading to a lower band score. Task response means fully and correctly answering the question. Next, an important factor is coherence and cohesion. This parameter evaluates how well your ideas are connected and how unique they are. Ensure that your ideas are well connected and not repetitive. Use unique ideas, but make sure they are connected and polished. Lexical resource. This refers to vocabulary. Your vocabulary should be unique and formal. For example, avoid using informal words like kids. Instead, use synonyms like school-going children, learners, or students. If you use informal vocabulary, your band score will be reduced under the lexical resource parameter. Grammatical range and accuracy. This is self-explanatory. If there are any grammatical errors, such as singular-plural issues or incorrect usage of is, are, has, have, your band score will be reduced under this parameter. It also means you should not only use simple sentences, but also include complex and compound sentences. If you don't use them, your band score will not be high. Make sure you use complex and compound sentences to score well in the grammatical range and accuracy parameter. That's all for the Chapter 1 on IELTS Introduction. Hope you liked our first chapter. Do go through our ebook section as well, as there are a lot of critical resources prepared for you. See you in the next one. Till then, have a good day.